Evans, that was a game that was changed with two very early incidents.
Yeah, listen, I think it's a bad day at the office for us, isn't it, for a number of reasons. But like we said, after the last 4 wins, we'll learn from each of them. We'll learn more from today. Obviously, there's a huge turning point in the game with a double yellow card. The second one's particularly harsh. I think the first one is a straight yellow. It's deserving. Minutes before, there should be a yellow and Dan Butler not giving. Referee deduces that they're coming together as a second yellow, and and that's disappointing. So I could make excuses, like them when he sent their analyst into the referee's room before the game. I could make excuses, but I won't make excuses. We'll learn, and they've got good players, good head coach. But I've learned something today that you're allowed to send your analyst into the official room before the game to show him team moves and how you move, and he's got to get out of the way. That's new on me.
Before the sending off, of course, as well, you lost Kane Smith, so you had to reshuffle early on as well.
Yeah, listen, I think if you base it in the first 25 minutes and chances, Aaron forces the goalkeeper into a brilliant save. I think Kasky should score. To me, it looks a simple head. And Jordan Roberts should score before that early in the game. We should certainly go one. I think all the lads accept that. I think Aaron's is a good header. It's a brilliant save from a really good goalkeeper. But I think Jordan and Kasky both said they should score and we should be in front again. But, learning Cuff from young Finlay from a simple set play. Dan Butler perhaps should defend the initial part of giving a corner away better than he does. But Finlay doesn't get tight enough and we concede. And the plan then was to, given we're down to 10 men and we had 5 or 6 players on yellows, they had none. Similar challenges, mystery. That's what refereeing provides, isn't it? Mysteries. And then obviously we get beat with a ball over the top, which we wouldn't normally concede. And then it's hard for us. We need a little break to try and get back in the game. I think if it had stayed 1-0, we could have had a go and threw a few men up and gambled a bit. But when it's 2-0, it's pretty much an impossible task.
Second half, you really struggling to get hold of the ball, and it looked like you were running out of men, if anything.
Well, we had no more subs to use, as you could see. We couldn't even fill a bench again today. It would have been unfortunate with injuries. We had Elliot on the bench, but Elliot told us yesterday late afternoon that he wasn't quite ready to start or even take part in a game. So, but we thought he might fancy it. He didn't. That happens. We'll see how we all get ready and prepare the game for next week. But we need some bodies at the treatment room for sure.
Plus points. Harrison came on and looked impressive.
I thought Harrison was good. It's interesting. He gets booked for a challenge, and 5 minutes later, the boy challenged him in the same way, and he gets told to move out of the way. So listen, we're not blaming anyone for a defeat today, other than ourselves. But there's a game-changing decision, isn't there, that he gets wrong, and he was. What can I say about the referee before the game? I'll let the football people decide what they say before the game, but I will now be in the dressing room before Pompey next week with the analyst, showing him our set plays and team moves and telling him to get out of the way, because that's apparently what the briefing that the manager got before he came here.
You looked frustrated at the final whistle there. You were waiting for the referee and he just stood there, wouldn't come in until you'd gone down the tunnel. Yeah,
I'll go and see him. I mean, there's just decisions that are baffling. Far side of the stadium, 82 minutes on the clock, the ball breaks, we bust into the box, Ben Thompson heads it into the box, guy fouls him, no yellow card. We don't want to see lots of yellow cards, but we've had a lot today, haven't we? And I think we knew what was going to happen at 1:45, but we had to wait and see it out, and we, probably what we then watched resembled what we felt at 1:45 as a staff. What was going on.
You must be concerned now. 2 right backs on the treatment table, and obviously you're another centre back down. Yeah, listen,
we'll get on with it, won't we? We're getting some people back quickly now. Obviously Elliot's back on the bench today. He was in full training Thursday, Friday, so it was a lot of surprise on Friday to see, doesn't he? Cool, feel quite right to be on it, but Dan Sweeney's not far away, Luther's not far away now, so we'll get there very quickly. But we need our best players. We need to play in a certain fashion. We play in a certain way. It's just disappointing that certain factors today outside us at Reading had an influence in the game.